Indian subcontinent. It is Indian subcontinent is more famous toward the western side of India, and it is least famous. I won't say less famous, least famous towards eastern part of India. Everyone knows that India has problem with Pakistan. There is a country called Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Jordan, and then then Yemen, Oman, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Egypt. These countries are famous nowadays. But there are other set of countries that is eastern to the India. They are not very famous, like Burma, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. Little bit Malaysia, Indonesia are famous. Then Brunei, because these are Muslim countries. So Muslim countries are little bit famous nowadays. Brunei and then Papua New Guinea. So these are the countries which are not very, especially the Buddhist country, no one knows about it. So among them, there is a country called Laos. There is a country called Laos, extremely near to India. If you see the northeast of India, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, I believe Manipur and Tripura, Manipur and Mizoram. So these are the state that is completely east of the India. From there, just cross the Burma or Myanmar, you reach Laos. Laos is a country that is not very famous nowadays. It is a communist-based country, and sometimes it was center of attraction sometime back. In 200 BC, 200 BC, there was a king called King Prabang, King Prabang in Laos, and he had made a relationship with India to get the relics of the Gautam Buddha. So whatever was the remain of the Gautam Buddha, he tried to fetch from the India, King Pravan. So these were Buddhist countries since the Buddha came into the picture. Prior to that, no one knows. King Pravan. Now in the 14th century, I believe 14th century, there was a Lang Zhang. Lang Zhang was a king belonged to Lao dynasty. That's why it is Laos. He was very known king, Lang Zhang. Lang Zhang was the king of Laos, and it falls in dynasty of Lao, Lao dynasty. Because of Lao dynasty only this is Laos nowadays. Okay, Laos, Vientiane is the capital of Laos, and Laos is known for the Lao dynasty that spanned from 14th century till 18th century. I believe 300 or 400 years. It was a kind of golden era. In that period, it has a positive effect. The effect of the power of the Laos dynasty was seen in the Cambodia and Thailand also. They are the country. What is the north? What is the eastern of Indian subcontinent? There is a river called Mekong River. Mekong River that comes from Upper Tibet. Upper Tibet means from Qinghai province. That is Upper Tibet. Upper Tibet means I mean North Tibet. Lower Tibet. Actually, that Tibet is low, or north of the Tibet is Qinghai province. Lower Tibet, there is a river that comes called Mekong River, Qinghai province. Mekong River, more or less, it makes border between Tibet and Yunnan province of China, and then it enters into Burma and Burma and Laos border. It makes Burma and Laos border. Slowly, it makes, I believe, Laos and Thailand border. Okay, and then it makes, I believe, Laos and Cambodia border. Then it enters into Cambodia. Then it enters into Vietnam. So all countries in the Buddhist region, that is eastern part of Indian subcontinent, all are Mekong son. Mekong is considered as the longest river in Indian subcontinent. It is also considered as the region of King Ram. Means Ayodhya was here only. Old name of Thailand When Lao was the king, when Lao dynasty was powerful in the Laos, then at that time the name of the Thailand was Siam. Siam. Si. Si for Sita and Am for Ram. R is missing, T is missing. Sita, Sita, T is missing. Si. Ram, R is missing. Am. Siam. Siam. So name of the Thailand is actually Siam, not Thailand. Thailand. Okay, Thai people live there. That's why it is called Thailand. Means European people they named it Thailand. The actual name of Thailand is Siam, Sita and Ram. So this is called that actual Ayodhya is near to Bangkok. Somewhere near to Bangkok, Ayodhya is there. So Saryu River is there. Mekong is not Saryu River. So Saryu River is there somewhat nearby. Okay, anyway. Now Lao dynasty has its presence, it means its effect of the dynasty, the power of the dynasty was seen in the Thailand and Cambodia also. We are talking about Laos country right now. Later Lao kingdom, Laos dynasty became weaker and it came in the power of Siam country. Thailand was a Siam country. The Siam region, Laos also came into the picture in 18th century. 19th century, Laos came under Indo China region of France. It became a slave or colony of France in 19th century, 1860 or something like that. France captured Laos, not only Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, and I believe Cochin region that falls in adjoining China region, Cochin region, and these countries they become part of Indo-China region of France. They struggled a lot to come out of clutch of France. Okay. Anyway, there was a treaty between Siam French Treaty that happened in 1907, I believe. In that treaty, the Laos people they fought for their kingdom, and in that treaty, that Siam and French treaty in 1907, when it happened, then at that time Laos people they drew the map of the Laos that this is our Laos and it is not Siam. Okay, Siam and French treaty happened or agreement, some agreement happened in 1907. At that time, only Laos map or Laos boundary was drawn by the Laos people. This is our Laos. And post World War II, when France became little weaker, Laos became independent from the France in 1949. 1975, Laos, Laos, Laos remained as a monarchy country. From the 14th century, monarchy had started and it went till 20th century. And it was like a sixth century, people were seeing king out there. In 1975, when Vietnam came out of the clutch of completely from France and America, and it becomes a communist country, then Laos also overthrew this kingship out there and it became a communist country. So 1975, Laos became a communist country. In 1991-92 time frame, Laos had a constitution, and in 1997, Laos became part of ASEAN kind of ASEAN nations, ASEAN, Asia Southeast Association of Nations, something like that. ASEAN, Asia, Association of Southeast Asia Nations. Okay, in that association, Laos also joined in 1997. Okay, Laos has very big importance as far as India is concerned. 1954, Jawaharlal Nehru visited Laos. 1956, Rajendra Prasad, first president of India, very bright person. He also visited Laos in 1956. I believe 2016 time frame, Narendra Modi, present Prime Minister of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India. He also visited Laos. Laos is right now it is strategically very important for India because China is claiming Laos. China is saying Lao and this kind of name, Lang Zhang, these are Chinese names. So Laos belongs to us and it is trying to capture Laos. In that sense, to stop the movement of China, China is a very greedy country. It is a nonsense country as far as territory is concerned. China is a small country. It has captured Tibet, Lower Tibet, that is Qinghai, then Gansu region, then Xinjiang, all are part of Indian subcontinent. It has captured that. Then Taiwan, that is a separate country at all. There it is trying to capture that region also. Now it is trying to capture Laos. In that sense, India, the head here is like this. That if that is the case, then India will land up into deep trouble. Now, Laos is somehow very important for India. Laos is an agricultural country. Falling in Indian subcontinent, it is a agricultural country. But agriculture is not that developed, and the country money, they are trying to get country money through natural resources only. This is very bad. This is very bad in Indian subcontinent. Tibet, the China is completely taking out the copper. Copper mining is going heavy in Tibet, and China is extracting copper from the Tibet. Full the Saudi Arabia is oil. Oil. Afghanistan has natural resources as a kind of petroleum gas, natural gas. In that sense, Laos has hydropower capacity. The Mekong River that flow in Laos and other river, they comes from Himalaya and they have good current. For that, hydropower stations are there. Around nine dams they have built on Mekong River itself, where two dam is in Cambodia. Think how much dam they have built on Mekong River. 17 big hydropower generations are happening in Laos, and 7 is it working now. 70 is in their plan to make the hydropower, and that hydropower, the Vietnam has the largest FDI, foreign direct investment in Laos, and that is in hydropower generation only. And they are selling this electricity to China, to Vietnam, to Thailand, this kind of country. Precious stone and other gold and other reserves are there. But how long you will be rich or you will get money because of natural resources? The best way to earn money is to work only. Like Japan, China, Russia, United States, full Europe, they don't have much mineral and mines, but they are rich because of the workforce only. So with the natural resources, you cannot become rich. The export of Laos per year is around $1.6 billion, whereas the net debt on the Laos is more than I believe $5 billion. I don't know where from it will get $5 billion to repay its debt. No one knows. Now it is completely behind making hydropower generation and so that it can sell electricity and mining. Someone come there and start doing mining and give money to the Laos government. This is where the Laos is running here and there. I believe because of this mentality only, Laos came under the colony of France. If it carries this mentality, there is no surprise that it will come under China. Okay, anyway, very beautiful people of the Laos and very beautiful Laos, heaven Laos. If I say about the Laos, then heaven Laos. Very beautiful people of Laos. Vientiane is the capital of Laos. Okay, story is over. Now, what is the scenario? Scenario is India should not only go and assist in military fashion and this fashion and that fashion to the Laos so that China would be deterrent and it should not enter the Laos. This is not the job of any mother country. If Laos is a Buddhist country, then the biggest place for the Buddhist religion is Bihar. That is Bodh Gaya. And these people they come to Bodh Gaya. Is it not the responsibility of Bihar to look into Buddhist countries? Okay, Bihar used to be Magad region earlier, very powerful kingdom. If it was very powerful, it cannot become powerful now. Or if it becomes powerful and it can bend Indian government to do visa and passport free for the Laos as far as when they come to India. It can make a rail road. You are waiting for government of India to do something for you. If you have people, your people out there who are willing to come to religious place of Buddhist, then you cannot make a rail route, you cannot make a road route, you cannot create a air route for rich people, for common people, road route, rail, even it is so near to you. Okay, and then see the prosperity of Bihar and then see the prosperity of Laos. It will boom the at least the not terrorism. It will boom the tourism of Laos when people start moving from Bihar and they start seeing the world. They will create a big tourism hub in the Laos itself. Naturally, it is very beautiful. This will make India earn, Bihar earn, and then Laos also. Not only that, Bihar is a full agricultural country. Laos is an agricultural country. If people they know that they can go to Bihar, they are the most sacred religious place without taking any visa and passport, just board on a bus or train, and it will land you in Bihar, and they see agriculture out there, then agriculture will push there also. That is the main resource of Laos. Laos would start shining like a gold. Okay, it is up to the Laos kingdom right now, the Laos prime minister or president, head of the state, and up to the Bihar government. Because Indian government is not the way Indian government is working since 1947, looting its own country. The job of Indian government is to make tax here and there and loot your own country. That is the democratic system in India, unfortunately. So they are not going to do anything, certainly. In that sense, Bihar has to come up and it has to trace the way it can earn money and then it can make the other people through which it is earning money to give them exposure of the other side of the world also. And then it is prosperity everywhere.